John Coleman, did you get a lot out of that?
Yeah, obviously you got 2 hours of football. Got some minutes into every player. Got some minutes into every player that was in the squad, so that was fit. And I thought we played well in both games. Got a little bit ragged towards the end. Made quite a few changes, but good experience for the players.
A lot of opportunity to look at lads who are looking for deals. There were a fair few out there. What did you think?
Yeah, some good performances. When our problem is that because we haven't got a great deal to spend, we've got to be very, very selective with who we offer contracts to. And so, people who are borderline are going to struggle. So it's a tough business at the moment, and we've just got to try and get a team who can perform consistently for the majority of the season.
In terms of what you've got to work with this summer, how challenging is the transfer market going to be?
The transfer market's always been challenging for us, and I think England's just scored there. And the last 3 or 4 winners have been horrendous because more and more teams are fishing in the ponds that we used to specialise in. They've got recruitment departments, head of recruitment, data analysts. They're studying all the leagues, and whereas we could maybe trawl a non-league, even that's getting taken away from you. So, but we'll never stop trying, and that's the beauty of football. You can always get a result, or you can always unearth a gem, and you have time to work with the players on the training ground and try and make them better players and better people.
Are you close, John, right now?
We've got 1 or 2. Well, I think we've got to sign 3 or 4 players. But we've got 1 or 2 that we're close to getting, and we'll see how that pans out.
In terms of what you're doing for the rest of pre-season now, the players are back. You've got the first couple of hour games under your belts. Is it stepping it up now?
Well, we have to, yeah. It'd be nice to get a few more defenders in the building. We're very thin on the ground in that department. Haven't lost the bulk of what we had last season. So, as I said before, every decision, all players that we have to sign have to be punts, because we can't go out and sign proven players because, 1, we can't pay transfer fees, and 2, we can't give the wages that proven players attract. So every player we've got a take is going to be a punt, and that's been the case since I came in here, really. Well, maybe not the first year. They had probably the biggest budget the first year in the first division of the Unibond. But they're going to be punts, and they have to be more educated than what they were last year.
How do you do that, John? What's the key to it? Because more often than not, you've got them right over the years.
You've been doing it for so long that you just get a feel for it. But what you can't predict is injuries. And unfortunately, last year, the reason why it went wrong last year was the fact that we had so many injuries, and the players underneath the main core of the team. It's okay if you'll have to put them in 1s and 2s. When you have to put them in some 4s and 5s, they just simply weren't good. And that's no disrespect to them players, because they just weren't ready to play continuous games, and consequently they suffered.